So what I'm going to show you today is how to create cast shadows. So as you can see on my fence here, I've created a cast shadow on this already where the light is coming across and casting a shadow on the wall behind it. I've also created a cast shadow around this entire flower, including the leaves, and that gives the illusion that this flower is more forward, closest to us. It's lifted more off of the canvas itself. So I'm going to do a cast shadow on this flower, but I'm only going to create it on one edge of the flower. So only part of this flower will be lifted up. So we're just going to take some black and some white and create a gray value. I'm going to mix a little bit of paint here so I can have enough to do this flower and the fence. And your gray can be medium to dark gray value. It's totally up to you. So I don't want my brush completely loaded, so I've washed it out. I've got water spritzed over here on this side of my palette. As I need water, I can pick some up right there. So I'm just going to side load on this damp brush one edge with this mix that I've made. Okay, and we're going to go around this flower, but we're only going to go certain areas around this flower. So we're going to lift up this side of the flower a little bit by putting a cast shadow here. And now I'm not going to go on this edge, but I'm going to go along this one, if I can tell which side my paint is on my brush. Along this edge here. And you can come back and repeat this and get the value of as dark as you want. I would like for that to be a little bit darker. You see how that already looks lifted up? Try and stay off of my leaf there. Okay, when I come to the flower here, I'm going to go over to this edge of this petal and lift that a little bit, and right here along this one, just a little bit. We're going to skip some places here so it just looks like part of the flower is lifted. And then for this one right here, we can go along the bottom here, but you could also do a little bit up here. I'm going to go along the bottom, and that's going to make the majority of this side of the flower look lifted. If you want a little bit of lifting in some corners over here, you can tuck a little bit of your shadow color in these places, and it will give the illusion that you've got a little bit of lift on it right there as well. But this makes the flower look like this edge of it is lifted off of the canvas, but this is still even with the canvas. So depending on the look that you're going for will depend on where you put your shadow. Okay, let's move over to the fence. I'm going to completely load my brush, get some water and load it up. I like a sheer paint. Now with this fence, my light could be coming this way and projecting this onto the wall, or the light could be coming from this side and projecting down this way. So we're going to go down this way, and I'm going to try and miss my ball that I've created there. So I'm going to start with the angle that I want my fence post to be at, and I'm going to start on my fence posts. So this one right here, I don't want to really get it onto my ball, so I'm going to go around my ball, and hopefully this won't be too confusing for you. And that's a little bit crooked there. And then you'll just go in and add your areas across here. And that's how you get your cast shadow here. Okay, and then you'll do your grasses and shading and all that stuff, and that puts the shadow on the ground a little bit. you can go back against the wall this direction, and it's just the same thing. You just make your shadow of your post. And this one we won't see the shadow of it, but we will have a little bit of shadow from this stuff here coming back there, so you can create a little bit of shadow back there. Let me make it a little bit darker for you. You need to paint across the entire brush when I'm doing this kind of shadow, so you can get a shadow back there on the wall, and your shadow can be as light or as dark as you want. Now, when we're creating a shadow on a round object, that's a little bit different, because you're going to have a shadow down here that the light is coming from up here. I'll put a little bit more light up there so we can kind of tell that that's kind of where the light source is. So the light is coming from here, okay? So it's casting a shadow down here, a little bit of shadow where it's setting on the table, but then we have a shadow from the table onto the ball itself. So I'm going to mix up a little bit darker color here for my shadow on this. And again, I'm going to side load my brush, clean it out, and I'm going to side load. I've got moisture in my brush, so I'm going to create my shadow under my ball, and it's going to be pretty dark, and it's going to be kind of rounded to go with the shape of the ball itself, depending on where your table line is. Come right up to that ball. And we're going to put some shadow on the ball itself. We got a little bit of shadow here, but the majority of it is right here. But now the ball needs a shadow from the table. So we're going to take our paint, and this could be just a little bit darker here. And we're going to put the shadow on the ball. I wiped the paint out of my brush, grabbed a little bit of water, because we don't want the ball to turn black. We just want it really dark down here at the base. And then we just want to work this up a little bit onto this to give the illusion of that round object. Okay, so when you're doing something round, it creates a shadow, but a shadow comes back onto it. On most things, a lot of times, especially on a tabletop, you will get a shadow coming back on it. So that is a really easy way to get a shadow on a round object. So now that we know how to create cast shadows, it's time to grab your paints and start playing around making some shadows.